as every archer here wants to.
By the way, Venezuela picking up 26 World Cup points with that bronze medal finish. All right, now it's time for the gold medal match in the women's compound competition. And this should be a good one. Team USA taking on the team from Russia. The world record in this event, 236 points scored by Team USA last August. And it's Erika Anschutz leading her teammates out. And there is the Russian side. Team USA will be on target number 1, and the Russians will be on target number 2.
I imagine this crowd here isn't going to be exactly impartial.
I would assume that you are correct, sir.
I think it's going to be Team USA all the way. Which sometimes makes it harder because you've got the home crowd expectation.
Sure.
But I'm sure these girls will give it their best shot.
They've been here before. Erika Anschutz, Christy Collin, and Jamie Van Atta. They defeated Colombia 230 to 222, and then were 6 better than Venezuela in the semifinal match. Jamie Van Atta in the middle, Erika Anschutz on the right, and Christy Collin on the left. Now a good look at the team from Russia. In the middle, it's Albina Loganova, who has Victoria Balsanova on the left there. And the third archer is Svetlana Cherkashnieva. They slipped by Canada 226 to 224, then edged out Italy 231 to 230 in the semis. That's 1-point match we were talking about earlier.
That's a tight match, yeah. That's a tough comment. That's a good score as well. Anything above 230 is a good performance.
It's a good way to be tested, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I've sometimes had competitions where you have a string of easy matches, but then it doesn't really prepare you for when you do get a tough one. Sometimes it's better to have the challenge all the way through, keep you on your toes, and make sure you're ready to come into the final fighting.
So there you see how these two teams reach this gold medal match here in Ogden, Utah. And it'll be Anschutz, Collin, and Van Atta. Jamie Van Atta will be shooting first. Van Atta won a women's team gold medal at stage 1 in Shanghai. Dropped a bronze medal as she lost in the bronze medal match to Marcella Tonioli. But she has qualified for Tokyo, and here she is shooting for gold with her teammates.
Beautiful act, Jamie. Beautiful.
That's a fantastic start.
The start the USA was looking for. Now Erika Anschutz, ranked 3rd in the world. Won a women's team gold medal at stage 1 and stage 2 as well. Also won a mixed team gold medal in Turkey. And it's a great start for Team USA.
Let's go, Erika.
Excuse me, that was Christy Collin. Now it's Erika Anschutz.
Yeah. Sometimes people forget these girls, they will be working as a team. If Jamie Van Atta had a shot, what she felt was a really good shot, and it had gone high, she would have communicated that to her teammates, and the teammates would have adjusted their sights off her description. Sometimes you do, if your shot isn't perfect, you'll tell them it was a good shot, but don't, or the sight was good, but don't worry about where the arrow went. But if you do a good shot and it doesn't hit the middle, you'll then communicate to their teammates, and hopefully, as a team, you can then maximize the performance you can get.
Ms. Balsanova with the first shot for Russia, and it's in the 8 ring. Now Svetlana Cherkashnieva, who's the youngster on this team, ranked 116th in the world, but she comes up with a 10.
The lack of experience doesn't seem to be holding her back.
No lack of experience with this archer.
No.
Albina Loganova.
She's a true champion.
World champion.
9 points.
Posts a 9.
One more time, Jamie. Strong, confident shot, right target.
Jamie Van Atta getting some coaching right before this shot.
Yeah, that sounded like Diane Watson, I think.
I think it is Diane Watson.
Okay. At 8 o'clock.
She's a great archer as well. So there's no one better to have standing behind you.
Make this your shot, Christy. Good choices.
Here's Christy. Christy Collin, who won a women's team gold medal at stage 1. Won a silver medal at the World Cup finals in Istanbul last fall.
It's an 8 left, right at 9 o'clock.
Maybe the wind is starting to pick up in here.
Strong shot, Erika. Plenty of time.
Flags don't look too bad.
Yep, left. Might be picking
So
up a little bit
Erika
of wind.
Anschutz, who won the World Cup title in Istanbul last fall,
9
finishes
at 1
off the
o'clock,
first
12:30.
end for
Good
Team
job.
USA with a 9. So 55 points. Chance now for the Russians.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, the door is open for them to take the lead.
Good job,
Yeah.
Joe.
Just having a close-up of one of the cams there.
Bolzanova ranked 4th in the world.
There's 9.
A little while ago, now ranked 10th in the world. And she posts a 9 after shooting an 8 on her first shot. Chekershnieva.
Just out.
I think it's obscured by the other arrow, but I think that's going to be just out as well. I can hear the commentator George there saying the same thing. Can Albina get them back on track?
Albina with a team and individual silver medal in Shanghai.
10.
Won the gold medal in Antalya on her own in a great match against Christina Berger, who we'll also see later today.
To tie.
You can see why.
18 arrows to go. So we go back to the original shooting order.
So the team from Russia huddling up, and there's Diane Watson in the middle of that pack, coaching Team USA. 55 out of a possible 60 points for the Americans as they ponder the situation, going for gold here on the home turf, and 55 points for the young ladies from Russia as well. So the match, I think, probably living up to its advanced billing. I think is going to be one that goes down to the very end.
It's looking that way. I feel that both teams can even outperform that. They both seem to be just a little bit under par, but maybe the conditions are harder to read than we're giving them credit for.
Chants start to go up here in the crowd at Lindquist Field. The Russian fans having their say.
We're still waiting for score confirmation, so please stand by.
And the score is not official quite yet. So you see some pensive looks on the faces of these archers. Bolzanova, member of the gold medal women's team in Turkey and Croatia 2 years ago. 3 years ago, she brought home 3 World Cup gold medals. Very experienced archer, as is Jamie Van Atta.
I remember talking to Jamie Van Atta when I was on the junior team. I'm pretty sure. So that just gives you an insight into how long she's been around.
Jamie was on the team that won the gold medal here in this event last year in Ogden, Utah. Would like to repeat that. She's already punched her ticket for Tokyo, so she knows she'll be going over there come September. These compound archers going to have to sit back and watch you recurve archers over in London.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk. I mean, whether compounds will get into the Olympics, it'd be fantastic for us board if they did. But if they do, it's not going to be before it's like 2020, so it's still a way off in the future. But it would be great to see both disciplines there fighting for Olympic glory. Surprised how much that bow is swaying side to side. Yeah, she's got a lot of movement.
Yeah.
Because normally she's rock solid.
So Jamie Van Atta hoping that her teammate Christy Collin, who she'll go head-to-head with later on today, will pick her up, and she does indeed do that.
Yep. That's great.
Erika Anschutz, the reigning world champion.
She
Terrific
finds a medal.
shot. So 28 points on the first 3 shots of the second end for the Americans. As Bolzanova draws it back.
quite a long shot.
9.
That was going through my head as well, Mike.
I noticed a few times, Albina's, she's got enough time, but she's still close on the time. If they have any technical problems at all, they're going to be tied for time.
Chekashnieva shooting very, very well here at stage 3 in Ogden. She finished 9th on her own earlier this week in the individual competition, and there's Albina with a 9.
The youngsters outperforming her more experienced teammates, I think.
So we're still tied up, 83 all. Once again, 4 ends in team competition, 6 arrows per end. And Jamie Van Atta with a 9, just a little bit high.
Yeah, I think just a little bit is what this competition is going to come down to. Those individual points all add up.
Very steady, Christy Collin.
Still, she didn't look exactly happy when that went off, but there was nothing to worry about. Yeah, plenty of time on the clock.
Just off the 10.
Barely outside that 10 ring for Erica Anschutz. So the USA finishes up with 56 points in this end.
It's a 9. It's a 9.
Giving Russia a chance, but they're not necessarily taking it.
Neither team has actually taken a hold of this match. And right now, with the 2 9s right there, Albina Laganova needs to shoot a 10 just to keep this all tied up.
Just to stay in contention.
Won the World Championship back in 2010.
She does.
There you see the form that made her a world champion.
Yeah, she's dependable.
So Albina Laganova, who we'll see in September in Tokyo at the World Cup Finals. Tying this match up at 111 all. It's tied at 55 after the first end. Still tied at 111. After the first 12 arrows by both teams, and
It's good that both teams are looking relaxed.
the Americans enjoying having a little bit of moral support here in the United States. This is the only stage that will be held in the United States, and we see Miranda Leak, and I believe that's Jennifer Nichols with her, leading the cheers up in the crowd. We'll see both of them tomorrow in the recurve competition.
Okay, score is confirmed. USA with 111.
So they check those arrows, make sure, and we'll see if the scores stand.
So we have a dead heat for the gold medal.
There's that Russian flag.
Once again, if you're just joining us, Venezuela defeated Italy in the bronze medal match by the score of 228 to 225. Bosch, Mendoza, and Leal defeating Lungo, Anastasio, and Tonioli. Now we're in the women's team gold medal match, USA against Russia. United States taking on Russia. And Jamie Van Atta leading off here on the third end.
Again, she doesn't look rock solid, and normally that's what Jamie would be.
Bottom line, though,
She got the job done.
she got it done.
Maybe I'll stop criticizing so much.
Substance over style, huh?
Maybe.
It's pretty much a bottom line business, and right now, the Americans' bottom line looking pretty good with those 2 10s. Erica Anschutz trying to keep the string going right now. Gripping that release. And there you
Fantastic.
go. Tens across the board on those first 3 shots of the third end. And so the action picking up here in this gold medal match. Russia now trying to counter. Bolzanova with plenty of international experience under her belt.
9.
And she's outside the 10 ring with a 9.
So the next 2 shots.
So the United States able to open up a little bit of daylight between themselves and the Russians.
Maybe this is going to be the start.
10.
Good shot. I'll tell you what, Cherkashnieva has really done well here in this match today. Not a lot of international competition, but she has certainly shot well thus far.
10 on the line.
Yeah, that's got it.
Albino right on the line.
USA with a 1-point lead.
And so it's just a 1-point lead for the United States.
Sometimes you get archers who, they might not have a lot of international experience, but sometimes you start talking to these athletes and you find out they've been competing domestically for like decades sometimes. And sometimes they've just found a little trick in their form or a little mental trick that's just increased their performance enough to get onto the sort of world stage. Now remember, some of these teams are incredibly tough to make. You can be a world-class archer and not make the US team. Their selection process is grueling.
I know Denise Parker was talking about 4 years ago the scores that put teams and athletes into the Olympics today wouldn't get you even close.
No, the sport has gone through
It's a 9 at 2.
immense
Okay, girls. Good job.
professionalization,
Good job, girls.
and there's so many more countries taking it as seriously as we'll do, and it's just meant the midfield has just got so crowded. Yeah, if you don't have a good day, I mean, speaking for myself, I felt qualifying went okay, but not great. I knew I'd made some errors. I had a couple of rounds that weren't high enough, and I was qualified 69th. And there's plenty of shoots I would have gone to in years gone by, and that would have got me in the top 30 maybe. And instead, I'm in 69th position, and which puts you up against a tough match to start with, because the lower you qualify, the higher the other guy you're shooting against in the first round is. So, yeah, it's getting tough.
Well, here's an interesting situation. As well as Team USA shot at the beginning of this end, Albina Loganova has a chance to put Russia on top by 1. They were trailing just a moment ago by 1, but they could take the lead with the clock winding down. Albina Loganova, a 9, so we're tied up
Okay.
at 169 all.
Keeps changing.
An opportunity gone by the wayside that time.
This isn't going to be over till the last arrows hit, I feel.
Apparently not. But getting back to your point, it seems as though everybody is increasing their efforts, putting more resources, putting more emphasis, getting kids involved earlier. I think with the movies that have come out this year, the Hunger Games and Brave and the Avengers, and archery is now kind of a cool, chic sport, and you're going to see more kids coming into the sport, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah, we've had a lot of interest back home, and I believe it's the same here in the USA. And actually, all of us athletes competing this week, we got a free premiere of Brave just during the week there, and that was great to go and see that. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
And
Mike Peart says 2 thumbs up for Brave.
And the thing that really impressed me, the archery in the film is technically absolutely spot on. So someone in our world of archery has been helping out Pixar, because normally we watch films like that and we laugh about the archery, but the main character, her technique was absolutely perfect. The way the arrow flew, her release. So someone in the know has been putting Pixar on the straight and narrow. I was impressed.
Well, it's coming down to the wire here in the gold medal match. The women's compound gold medal match. Russia, USA, Jamie Van Atta starting things off in the 4th and final end. 6 more arrows to decide things. However, if they're tied up at the end of four ends, we'll have a little bit more suspense and drama for you.
That's when the real fun starts.
8 points off the bar.
An 8.
Not what Jamie Van Atta was looking for.
No. Just puts a little bit more pressure on the rest of your teammates and takes a little bit off Russia.
Christie with a 9. And as Christy was shooting, you could see Erica was not watching. She had her head down. She was deep in concentration, thinking about her own shot right here.
That's the only shot you control is your own.
And she controls it very nicely. So Erica Anschutz picking things up a little bit after the 8 and the 9 by her teammates. But again, an opportunity for the Russians. Balzanova peering through the sight, and she comes up with a 9.
No one's taking their advantage here.
Cherkashnieva, who took a team silver medal at the Youth Championships last year.
Again, the youngster comes through with the performance. I think she's going to be their top scoring athlete for this round.
She may very well be, which is saying something when you're on a team with Albina Laganova.
Albina closely behind.
So it's a 1-point lead for Russia with 3 arrows left to go.
It's not a lot, but a lead is a lead.
197-196. Both teams want to shoot 10s from here on out. But that's a 9 from Jamie Van Atta.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of her today.
She looked unhappy when she let that fly.
She did. She did. She knew it wasn't perfect. Sometimes, though, you have shots like that, and they still manage to find their way into the 10. That's why we spend so much time tuning our bows, so that we can make mistakes and hopefully still get away with them.
So 3 straight 9s for Team USA. So all the Russians need is 27 points, basically.
Yeah.
And they will win this gold medal.
But as an athlete on the line, you cannot think that way. Because if you think all I need is a 9, the chances are you'll drop in an 8. You do have to just do your normal shot and go for the 10 ring.
There's a huge shot right there by Balzanova. Big time clutch shot.
And I'm sure the pressure in the team just goes down that little bit. Everyone just gets a little bit more relaxed.
And this young lady has really been impressive and continues to impress. Almost on the line,
Yeah,
but
that's close.
all right now,
The judge still might make that 9 a 10.
Albina needs an 8. That's all she needs to put this gold medal away, and she got the 9, and it's over. And the Russians come away with the victory as they pull away down the stretch in the 4th and final end and come into Lindquist Field here in Ogden, Utah. And it was nip and tuck all the way through the first 3 ends, but the Russians able to make more clutch shots down the stretch.
Just on that end there, USA just opened up a little bit, and you can't afford to drop points in this situation, and Russia took advantage. So just you know, great result for Russia, and USA are going to feel a little bit let down by that. They didn't perform as good as they can, because these girls are absolute world-class athletes, and today's just not quite on their side.
In compound competition, there's just so little room for error. And there's a big smile from Albina Laganova, Svetlana Cherkashnieva, and Victoria Balzanova.
Standing in height order.
They are your gold medalists here in the women's gold medal compound match, the team compound match. 225-223, your final score. And a match that was close all the way. It was tied after the first end. It was tied after the second end.